a review on the BH Cosmetic brush set, and this is called the 10-piece Sculpt and Blend brush set. This retails for $29.95, but BH Cosmetics, if you ever bought from them, then you know they always have sales going on. I don't ever buy anything full price. I always wait for it to go on sale, and when these first came out they were $14.95, and if I'm not mistaken, the last time I checked the website they still had a sale for $14.95 right now. So if you can get them for $14.95, get them. If not, wait for the next sale. So these are 5 face brushes, 5 eye brushes, and a makeup clear bag. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I have no idea what I did with that clear little bag that it comes with. It's around this kind of size. It's a nice little size. It's something that you could kind of put your stuff in for travel and things like that. It's not like a big deal or anything like that. I'm more a fan of the brushes, so I'm sorry I don't have the little bag to show you guys. It's just a really transparent bag with a little bit, I think the background on the bag is gold, so it's clear and then gold on the background. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. It comes, and I'm sorry, some of these are dirty. It comes with 5 eye brushes, and that's what they look like up close. The ferrule on these is gold, and then they're kind of like little miniature ones, the eyes of the full size face brushes. So that's what they look like right there. And let me go ahead and show you guys the face ones, and this is what the face brush looks like right there. So as you can see, they also have the gold, and each one of the brushes has the little logo right here of BH Cosmetics as well. So these are brushes, I have to say right off the bat, I really enjoy them. I really like them, and I'm going to go through all of the brushes. I have a picture of what they call each one of these, and I'll let you guys know whether that kind of goes with it and how I use it personally. Okay, so first up is this one. This is called the Round Blending Face Brush, and it's just a round brush like that. I have to say I use this a lot for foundation. I really enjoy it. They're really nicely densely packed, and I feel like almost all these brushes are good for mainly foundation and concealer, that kind of, or cream products mostly. So these are synthetic brushes. This one is rounded on the top. It's nicely densely packed. It reminds me a lot of kind of like the Real Technique brushes that are really densely packed like this. This is the Expert Face Brush, except for obviously this one is round and this one is more kind of an oval shaped. But as you can see that this one is a little bit bigger, so that kind of gives you a size reference. And I really enjoy this for packing on foundation, buffing it out, and these do an excellent job of buffing out your foundation onto your face. I've been hooked on these like crazy. And next up is the Angled Blending Face Brush, and it is exactly that. It is angled and it does basically the same thing. This I also feel does a marvelous job for cream contour. If you're gonna contour right here with a cream product, it would do an awesome job. So I feel like these do double up for any kind of cream product that you would like. Also, this one I have used as a blush brush for cream blushes, and it does an excellent job at buffing as well. Next up is the Tapered Contour Face Brush, and this is a very pointed brush right here. And what I really love this for is for under eye concealing, just patting in that under eye concealer right here. And I really like that it's really big. It is dense, but it doesn't feel harsh or hard against the skin. The only thing that I don't like about this is that you can't buff in like this. You need to do patting motions underneath the eye. If you try to do this underneath the eye, this eye area is very sensitive, and this kind of feels a little bit like the tip of it feels kind of a little prickly if you use it underneath there. So that's something that I didn't really like. The first time I tried to use it, I tried to use it like that, and that was just a no-no in that area. So if you're going to use this for under eye, definitely try patting it. You're going to get a lot of a softer feel for it if you pat it in. Also, I really like this for cream contour as well. It just fits really nice in that hollow of that cheek. I'm not a really big fan of cream contouring. I'm trying to get into it, but I'm really more into powdered products. So we'll see if I pick up one of the cream contour palettes or not. But this thing, I think that if you're into cream contouring, you're gonna like this a lot for the highlighting, for, you know, going around your face, just really buffing in that cream product. Next up is what they call the Flat Blend blending face brush, and it basically is a flat top kabuki. I love brushes like this. This is one of my favorite kind of brushes for foundation, is a flat top buki. I really feel like it buffs in the product. I'm not someone who likes product to sit on my face. I really like it to like buff into my face, and these kind of brushes do exactly that. So one of my favorite things for this is absolutely just foundation. You could use it for contouring if you wanted to, but I feel like the other brushes do a better job just because of their angles. But I love this for foundation. Next up is the angled contouring face brush, and this one is a flat top, but it is cut at an angle, and it does an awesome job for contouring as well as for foundation as well. I have used this for foundation, and I feel like you get a really nice job. This is more for a patting, like patting it down this way, rather than, you know, like doing buffing motions. But you could do both buffing motions. I have as well. You just do it like this, but I do like the flat top more for that. This does a really nice job with cream contour as well, just because it really fits into those edges. So these brushes are really good for cream products and concealers and that kind of products for your face, and I do highly recommend them. I've had a awesome experience. I've had these, I don't even know how many months now. I think more than 5 or 6 months, and I have washed them various times. I have, you know, kind of had a tiny bit of shedding. You know, every now and then I'll get a hair, like right now one of these little hairs just came out, but it isn't something that deters me just because of the fact that I paid $15 for all these brushes. So it's not something that I'm going to feel bad about. It's not like buying a MAC brush and spending $50 on it and have it shed on you and you're like, really? Seriously? I mean, you're shedding? So it doesn't feel as bad when you have a brush like this, and I feel like for the price point they haven't really even shed that much. It's like one hair every, you know, now and then, not something major. So now to the eye brushes. A lot of people call these eye brushes, but one of the things on their website is they call these little like face brushes. So first up is the small tapered contour face brush, and this is what this one looks like. It's very, you know, tipped, like a little tip at the end, and I feel like you can use this for eyes as well as for your face. I think that this would be awesome for contouring your nose. I'm not someone who contours my nose just because I feel like I like the shape of my nose, and it's like a little round nose, so I don't have much to contour, you know, to make it more angled or anything like that. But if you are someone who contours your nose, I think that this would do really nice, especially if you like to get into any kind of areas, or if you want to make a really like just go ahead and apply the product with this and then go in with one of the other brushes to blend it out. So I feel like this would be a really good product for applying it. I also like it as an eye brush just for like the inner corners, or just applying product for the under eye as well for the highlight area here. So this kind of like is a double brush. For me, I haven't gotten that much use out of it just because I don't use it for my face for contouring or anything like that. Next up is what they call the small angled blending face brush. This brush is a lot more fluffier. It is still dense, but it's a lot more fluffier than a lot of the other brushes. I use it more as an eye brush. I know most of these brushes are supposed to be face brushes, but a lot of these small ones I do use for my eye area as well. So this one I like for just packing on product for the crease area, for underneath the eye highlighting. I feel like somebody could really use this for the concealer underneath their eye if they wanted to, and, you know, like really buff it in there. I have little lines underneath there that kind of bother me, and so I have to use bigger brushes to not disturb a lot of those lines underneath my eyes. So a brush like this would do just that. So I wouldn't really recommend this for underneath the eye unless you have a seamless under eye area, and of course you could use this for contouring as well. Next up is the small flat blending brush, and it's this tiny brush like this, which is flat on the top. This one is really good for blending in concealer as well, but likewise I don't really like having to, you know, really disturb that area. I like really packing it on with a thicker brush, but this does a really nice job at contouring as well, and just really packing on contour products where you need them. Next up is the small angled contour face brush, and this one is a really, you know, sharp edge right there. I haven't really found a lot of uses for this product. I think someone could use it for concealer as well for contouring, but I hardly even use it because I really haven't found much use for it. Next up is the small rounded blending brush, and this is what this baby looks like. It's round like this, and I love this for applying primer, especially like paint pots. This does an excellent job of really getting in there and putting it exactly where you need it. It's not something that is necessary in your life just because you always can use your finger, but I really like it because sometimes with your finger you can like overdo it and get, I don't know if it's ever happened to you, get primer like right on your nose and then you don't really notice it until all of a sudden you're like, what the hell was I doing? So I really like this for applying primer on exact locations, and mainly cream products like the Painterly Paint Pot or even like the Urban Decay primer potion. More creamier ones that I can have more precision with my finger, I go ahead and apply with my fingers, but with thicker primers I really like using this. So overall I have to say that these kind of eye face brushes aren't really that useful to me. I haven't really found a lot of uses for them, but to me, still paying $15 for these face ones that I absolutely adore and have used the crap out of totally is worth it for me. So even if I factor in just using these, I practically just paid, you know, just a few bucks for each one of these. And these are just kind of like a bonus. I have been trying to find uses for them, but they're not really that useful for me. Mostly, I absolutely love these for foundation brushes. And basically, I feel like it's a use for me because of the fact that I'm kind of lazy at washing my brushes, and that way I can use this one day, like for a few days, and then once that one's dirty I can get this one, you know what I mean? So I can trade out my foundation brushes, and of course this one for concealer. So that is my overall thought on this. If you guys use these little face eye brushes or whatever you want to call them for something, let me know what you use them for. You know, really am not that fond of these. Like I said, I really love the face brushes in this collection, and for $15 I feel like it's definitely worth getting. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love to hear your opinion on these. Have you tried these? Do you love them? Do you hate them? What you use them for? Thank you guys so much for subscribing, for watching, and until next time, bye guys.